show you here how to install and configure the Live Resume application. So it's basically very easy to do that. There's no big deal. So you can also follow the steps from here on the README file, okay, starting from this item here, or you can also open the Wiki documentation, which has pretty much everything you need to know regarding customizations, getting started, is it mobile friendly or not, and by the way it is, okay, and there are like a lot of content here in order to lead you through all the customizations of this application. So again, this is a Live Resume application, fully functional, responsive, and optimized for search engine optimizations, and there are also tons of other features which you can understand and know how to customize just by following those topics here on the wiki page. Okay, enough talk. Let's start by the getting started. Okay, so in order to do that, in order to install it and execute it, we have to have installed two things. Basically, you have to have Node.js version 12.18 or higher, and you also have to have installed npm version 6.14 or higher. Okay, so if you read it, you're gonna see that you just need to install it in order to make sure that if you have or not installed yet, you can verify by pasting this command here. In my case, I have it installed and it's in the correct version. In case you don't have it installed, you can just click on this link and you're gonna be good, and you will have everything you need in order to install it. Okay, let's move to the npm. Again, in order to see if you have the npm installed or not, you can just copy and paste this command on your terminal. And on my case, again, I have a higher version, which is fine, as you can see here according to the documentation. In case you don't have it installed, so you have to install it, you can access this link, and here you will find everything you need in order to install it. Okay, regardless your operational system, you're gonna be good to go. Okay, as soon as you have everything properly set up, you now are ready to install and execute the code locally. And first, you have to have an account on GitHub, okay? And the reason of that is because you are going to do a fork. And as you can see, in order to do a fork, you just need to click it on the bottom at the top right of this page. So you just need to click on this button here, the fork. On my case, I won't be able to fork my own repository, but on your case, you're going to be allowed. So you just need to click on this button. After a couple of minutes or so, you are going to be with an exactly copy with the same content of this repository on your own GitHub account. And this is great, and the reason of that is because when you have a fork, you can configure something called upstream, and the upstream is something very useful for us because this repository is going to be upgraded several times. So as you can see, we are already on the second release. We have no security issues, and I've been working to keep this code updated, and we are going to create new features, doing code improvements. It's basically we are going to make it better. So if you don't have the fork, if you just clone or if you just download the zip, you are not going to be aware of those improvements. And that's why it's so important to do a fork instead of other types of copy or even clone or download something, the zip directly from here. Okay, so do a fork, please. As soon as you have a fork, you are just going to open your terminal, And as you can see, you're going to use this command. Make sure that you are going to replace this placeholder here with your own GitHub account. Okay, so on my case, as you can see, my GitHub ID or my GitHub name, as you prefer, it is Guilherme Borges Bastos. So how would it look like? So basically what's gonna be would be like this. So I replace it with my GitHub name, which is Guilherme Borges Bastos, and of course you are going to replace this with your own username. Okay, so let's open the terminal and choose a directory where you want to clone this project. I'm going to clone here just on the documents, just to simplify the things, but you can do it wherever you want. Just keep in mind that you have to have this place in mind, so keep it somewhere because we are going to open this in our IDE soon. Okay, so it's gonna be pretty much fast. It's not a big repository, and most part of it are images from the Wiki documentation. Okay, so it's a very small repository, by the way. Okay, so let's keep following here. Okay, so now let's go to the cloned directory. So cd live resume, and as you can see, we have cloned and copied the entire source code to our local machine. Okay, so now we have to install the dependencies. My bad. As soon as you have the dependencies installed, we are going to execute it. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for a while, and as soon as I have it installed, I'm going to continue. We just have one more step, and we are going to be ready to execute it and see the entire code working locally. That's it, guys. Just wait a few seconds. That was very quick, by the way, but now we are good. So as you can see, now we have downloaded all the dependencies. So now we just need inner the folder or of the cloned project, which is the live resume. We are going to execute this command, and I have added some notes regarding what are each parameter here, but you can read it if you want, but I'm just going to execute it. So as soon as we have the application compiled and served in our machine, we are going to be ready to start to see the application. So as soon as we have this done, we are going to open this address here. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a bit in order to have this compiled. Let's wait. Shouldn't take too much, so long. And just enjoying here the chance. Please, guys, make sure that send me any improvements, any sort of change via pull requests. Okay, they're gonna be really welcome. And if some of you want to contribute to this project, I could keep this code by my own, but I decided to do it as an open source because what I really want here, I want to learn from the experience of other developers. Okay, so I want to see what you guys think that could be improved, how could we improve something. Send me the pull request. I'm going to analyze it, I'm going to observe the knowledge, and I'm going to merge it, and other people are going to be also seeing those changes, those improvements. So it's really a community. In case you have any questions, or if you want to for example, be part of our community, you can just enter to our chat on Gitter by clicking on this link here, on this button. And as you can see, it is working, it is compiled, and we should be good to open this right now. And as you can see, here is our application working locally without issues, and the application itself, it's also fully responsive. So as you can see, let's choose here iPhone. So guys, it's pretty much that. There are just 5 steps to do that. Sorry for the long talk, but that's it.